What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Oso, and we back with another video today. Today I want to speak on one of the simple things like social anxiety, self-motivation and self-confidence, right? Now, I want to start by clearing up out of the way. I'm not a professional. I'm not a guru. I didn't go to college for this. It's not something that I know 100% about, but it's something based. All my experiences, all my videos are going to be based on my own experience. They are going to be based on the things I've went through and the things I know about and the things I believe to be true. So with that being said, let's get into this. So social anxiety is something that we all struggle with, whether we want to admit it or not. It is something that we all go through at least one point of time in our life, and it's something that we all have to overcome. And it's not easy, guys. It's not something that just comes overnight. It's not something that we don't have to work at. Now, some people are naturally just gifted to the point where they can just walk out and about and be professionals, and basically you wouldn't think it would be something that they struggle with, but truth be told, they do. My personal experiences, it got to the point where I was so bad where I work at Walmart right now, and I work overnights. And before we were closing down due to the coronavirus, I run into a lot of my friends, and they would just stop and say hey, and I'd just look, and I'd be kind of like, people I don't remember, people I know, people I went to school with. They would just be like, hey, and I'd be nervous as hell for no reason, no apparent reason. Like, it wouldn't be no pretty female. It wouldn't be some dude that was, highly popular than I was. I would just be embarrassed and basically humiliated and concerned. And I would overview what people thought about me. And it was always a tough pill to swallow. But, me being myself, it was just something I had to get over, right? So like I said, it took time. I had to basically start getting out and about, stop being socially awkward. And it was something I had to overcome just by basically practicing and envisioning myself of what I wanted to be and what I viewed myself as. A lot of the time, I would go out with my friends. We would go to something like the fair or something, go skating. And this how y'all know it was bad for me. It went back to the point where back in 7th grade, I used to go skating to the skating rink. I couldn't even hug a female. No high five, no touching, no kiss. We would barely even speak. We would just look at each other like it was really, really, really weird. Right? It got so bad for me to the point where when I went out to eat, I felt like I couldn't eat in front of her. I felt like I couldn't eat in front of her. I couldn't eat in front of nobody. I was just so shy and so nervous all the time for no apparent reason. I would wonder, what's wrong with me? How do I improve this? Right? So, backtracking a little bit, what I would do to self-improve myself would just get out and about. Start going to the gym. And this was real recently. This is something I've been working towards, but everything I've been doing and trying has been stuff I've been doing real recently. So I'll go to the gym, play basketball, do this, do that, do this, do that. And I would basically get myself out there to the point where I could talk to people, and I could basically look somebody in their eye, shake their hand firmly, shake up to whoever, even to people I wasn't cool with. I would be going to church, and I would make it a habit to the point where I could say, hey, how's your morning? How's your Sunday? You got any plans today? What you got planned today? What's up? All right, to people in church. And they would ask me how my day was. When I was in church, and I don't know how a lot of people are religiously, but what I would do when I was in church was I would make it a habit to go up there, for prayer, and have them basically pray about something I would need them to talk about, right? And they would do it, and they would pull me close, touch my head, hit me with the oil, bow my head, close my eyes, and basically start reciting the prayer and, preaching for me and stuff. And, that was one of the things I did, how I beat my anxiety, just basically getting myself to go do. Mentally, something I had to do was basically, I had to envision myself, right? I had to envision myself of this masterpiece work of art. Somebody who was somebody I wanted to be like. Because we all know somebody who we think is just this perfect person. And when I say perfect, I mean somebody popular, somebody who we look up to, somebody who is better at such and such than we are. So what you have to do is you want to envision yourself. It starts with you, and it starts with the mind. It's crazy what the mind can do. And a lot of people see you as a threat once they see you can overcome them. So it starts with you and the mind. So what you have to do is envision yourself being this masterpiece work of art. And you have to envision yourself being something greater than what you are. And it's something you have to think about quite a while. And it's something that you have to just imagine is true. But a lot of times you have to basically make it true. So if you practice and you just keep working at it, and it's something that you just want to stick by, and it's something you want to be, and you can make it happen. With the power of the mind, you have the power to move mountains, guys. You have the power to move mountains, and the thing about it is, a lot of people gonna think you crazy, think you weird for being this outcast. But can't nobody judge you. Can't nobody judge you, and nobody has the power to break you down or degrade you or make you anything less of what you're not. Have you ever heard you're no better than the company you keep around? And the simple fact, that's true, guys. You are no better than the company you keep. If you want to be around a lot of robbers, killers, people that just do a whole lot of bad things and do a whole lot of negative, you're going to be just like that. If you want to be around a whole lot of people that are positive, you're going to be just like that. So what that has to do with self-confidence and social anxiety and motivation is, when it comes to the mind, you need to basically put yourself around a crowd of people who are going to motivate you, encourage you to do better, and basically push you to do better. And people that are going to strive the same way you're going to strive to get to where you want to be at. Like I said, guys, this all starts with the mind. So, like I said, a lot of this stuff doesn't come overnight, but you have to envision yourself. That's the second step. And the first step is you have to put yourself out there. Go up to people, say, hey, how are you doing? So the third and the last thing I'm going to speak about, what it takes to become a masterpiece work of art and overcome social anxiety, is basically, it's something you have to accept. You have to accept it. But when you accept it, you have to live up to it and own it. It's something you have to embrace. And the third step, it can go to the first. Those two, like them two, go hand in hand, and you can kind of swap out either one for one. But that is also something that it takes. It takes acceptance and embracement. So once you come to realization and you embrace and embody the simple fact that you're socially awkward or non-self-motivated, or you got a lot of anxiety, once you embrace that and once you own that, you can do it. You have the power to do all things, guys. And once you embrace that and accept it, you just got to work at it and get better. And know to yourself, you're better than what you're thinking. You have to know to yourself, it's not going to define you as a character how other people view you. It's not gonna define who you are and what you do and what you can make of yourself by what somebody thinks or what somebody has to say. Because you know to yourself, once you embrace that and you accept that, you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. So once you find inner peace and embrace it and embody whatever, you come to realization that it's what it seems, and come to realization that it's not as bad as what it seems. It's not anything in this world that you cannot overcome. It's not anything in this world that you cannot do. Because us as humans, we have the power to do all things. And it's amazing what we can do once we set our mind to something. So, what you guys need to do, and well, we're going to take a step at a time. It's not just you, it's not just me. We end this shit together, y'all. It takes time, effort, and set our minds to it. Once we know and envision ourselves, and we embrace it, and we just work at it, you know, getting out every day, not saying no to each and everything. You know, it's okay to say no every once in a while, and, you know, say you're not doing that, but, you know, you got to get out there somehow, some way. And it don't got to be something long. It can, and feel the need to break off whenever you want to from any social event. But you got to get out there and just do and know and accept. That does it for today, guys. Like the video, make sure to comment, subscribe.